Before we get into the, like, I guess, Musiversal stuff, and I saw that you just became like the principal second violinist in orchestra.
Let's see. So I've been in the Victoria Symphony for 2 years so far. And before that, I was in the Thunder Bay Symphony for 2 years. So let's see. It's never been the goal to be like a principal, actually. Like I was just happy, like, being a professional violinist, like anywhere, that's like my dream. And so I was really happy just to accomplish that. So to be selected as like a principal was like a surprise and also meant a lot to me. So yeah, I'll just definitely like, do my best to be in a leadership role. And
since you do work in an orchestra, and that's in Canada, right? And you're from California, you sort of jump in between both places. How does that work?
Let's see, my orchestra usually plays from like September to May, and then so that's in Canada. And then over the summer, I usually come home to San Diego. So that works as far as like the orchestra stuff. And then as far as Musiversal, like I basically have my little sound booth set up. Like I have one in Canada and then I have one in San Diego now. So what's really nice is with the orchestra, like I have my schedule like really in advance. And it's pretty rare that they make changes. So I'm able to schedule my section work like on days that I don't have orchestra or on days I only have like one rehearsal or something like that. So yeah, it actually works like a nice little puzzle.
How did you first discover Musiversal? And what was like your first impression of what it was?
It was so funny. It actually just came up as like an ad on Instagram that Musiversal was like looking for musicians. And I was like, oh, what is this company? I've never heard of it. And so then I just like went onto the profile and like saw all these like testimonies from people. And I was like, wait, they're trying to make like music more accessible to like everybody. That's like literally the best thing ever, because I always think, especially in classical music, there's like so much gatekeeping. You have to spend so much money to just like, and there's also just like a lot of elitism sometimes, like, oh, I'm too good to play for you and stuff. Like, I don't know. And I just like never really liked that. And I always thought that, like obviously musicians should be like paid for how much work and time they put into their craft. But also I feel like people should be able to like enjoy music and like let their creativity out, or let's say even just be able to go to concerts without having to spend like an absolute fortune all the time. So yeah, I just liked the idea of making it more accessible. So, and also, yeah, I hadn't really done like session work like back to back like it is for Musiversal. Like I said, I only did some stuff for my band and we take like a while to write stuff. But I always enjoyed the process. So yeah, that's why I decided to apply.
But when you decided to apply to become a violinist here, actually I have no idea. What was the process, like the onboarding process and the auditioning process like? How many auditions did you do, and sort of what did they throw at you to sort of show your skill?
Yeah, so it was actually very, very like streamlined, I would say. So let's see. The first like step was of course filling out the forms and stuff. And then the second was getting an email and being like, oh, you're invited to audition. I was like, what? That's so cool.
Was the process different other than it being remote, or was it something you were fairly used to doing, a similar type of auditioning process?
I guess it was similar in a lot of ways because there were like different rounds. The one main difference is that like for our orchestra jobs, it's all behind a screen. So I actually don't get to talk to anybody. It's supposed to be like anonymous and you just play. But so yeah, that was interesting. But I will say the similarity is that sometimes the panel in like an orchestra audition will ask you like, hey, could you try playing this again and then do this? And then you're supposed to like on the fly kind of adjust. So the same thing actually happened for my Musiversal audition. Is they're similar to like how a client would be like, hey, like could you play it more legato or play more staccato or add a little more of magic or something, whatever they want. Then, I have to like adjust to that too. So that was also part of the process here as well. So I was used to that. And then they scheduled a second round. And so then did the exact same thing. And it felt like a lot easier that time. And so, yeah, that was the process.
What do you think are some like qualities that aren't so obvious that helped you get this job, other than just being a phenomenal player? What other aspects do you think that you brought to the table that made it, that made you, suitable for this position?
Well, I think the most important thing is just being flexible and being able to interpret like what the people like want, and being kind. I think that those are important things.
Yeah. Thank you. This was awesome.
Awesome. Nice to see you, William. Bye. Have a good day.